What's good, Panther Nation? Welcome back to Two Fans in the Stands. I'm CJ.
And I'm Tony.
And in today's episode, we got a couple free agent signings we want to talk about. And finally, after 28 years of being a football team, the Panthers have some jersey updates. Let's go. So, Tony, how you doing today?
Man, I'm good, cuz I'm good. I can't call it.
Okay.
Like it's like each waiting day I get a little nervous and a little nervous. I wish they would just go ahead and make a decision and put it out there. But again, I know they're not gonna do that. So I'm not gonna
Mm,
get my hopes up high. Just gonna roll with the punches and let it be.
okay. All right. I got you. Okay. So, news this week, the Panthers have signed a couple free agents. And I'm kind of halfway happy. Okay.
Okay, why is that?
Because one of them really addressed one of the positions that I have been talking about this entire offseason. Okay.
Yes.
So
Yes.
let's slide over here and take a look at who we got.
All
All
right.
right. So first off, we got Camus Gruger Hill from Arizona. Okay. Now, his past two seasons haven't been, much to write home about. But a couple years ago, before he went to Arizona, he was with the Texans and he started. He played 15 games and led the team with 108 tackles. Okay,
Right.
so this signing is he's being brought in as kind of like a more of a special teamer too, and
Right.
he's going to be depth at the linebacker position. But one thing I want to say is, do you remember when we brought in Frankie Louvu and he was a kind of a special teams ace? And
Exactly.
look what's come about with him. Not saying that that's going to be the same thing that happens with Gruber Hill, but you've seen from when he was in his time with the Texans, he's a capable player. Okay, you know now, mind you, you can look at 108 tackles as if the rest of your defense is just trash and you was the only one that could catch the play and tackle him. You know what I mean? or you
Right.
can look
Right.
at it as the man has 108 tackles, and that's not really something to just turn your nose at. So we'll
he,
see.
he 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 was serviceable to his team.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that because that's what we need. We need players that will be serviceable in whatever role they are in. Okay.
Right.
And management has come out and said, Scott Fitterer, that he believes we have enough depth at linebacker. But me personally, just me in my opinion, I like this. Okay. I like this because I don't. You got Shaq Thompson. Okay. We got
Right.
Frankie Louvu.
Right.
Brandon Smith, he's still untested, and unproven because he really hasn't got much playing time.
Jury's
So
still out on him.
yeah, jury's still out on him. So anybody that they bring in to help bolster that linebacker position, I'm all for it. Okay.
Right. Exactly.
What's your thoughts on him?
I think Kamu Grugier is a serviceable linebacker. I think he needs a opportunity to shine and not
Hmm.
just be looked at as a special teamer. If I'm not
There you go.
mistaken, I read something the other day. They said that his last year last year in Arizona, he was on his way to maybe like 113 tackles, and
Hmm.
then towards the end of the season, they um, they pulled back some of his starting time at
Yeah.
linebacker and just put him strictly on special teams, and that's why he
Mm.
asked to be released or
Traded.
traded. Yeah, this
Hmm.
off season. So
Okay.
hopefully he's coming to Carolina. He has a big chip on his shoulder, just like when
Yes.
Frankie Louvu came from the Jets to the Panthers, and
Hmm.
he got progressively better, over
Okay.
time with more playing time and stuff like that. And I'm hoping the same thing will happen with Camus, uh, that he has that chip on his shoulder, and that he can come in and get progressively better with the Panthers as well. But overall, I think it was a solid depth signing. I like it.
Okay. All right, cool. Well, now we'll go to the one that I am most excited about, and that would
Scratch that.
be Eric
Scratch that.
Rowe.
We are both excited about.
Man, who you telling?
Yes.
Okay. Now, Eric Rowe is a safety, but he was drafted out of Utah as a cornerback. Okay, but he
Yes.
switched to safety. So he played with the Dolphins last year, but prior to that, he was with New England and Philly. So he was on two Super Bowl teams with the Patriots. Okay. But the thing
Yes.
that kind of the thing I like about this is that he played nickel. Okay.
Yes.
So
Yes.
he can provide depth at the safety position behind Xavier Woods and our newest addition, Von Bell. Okay. But
Right.
also, if we need him at the nickel spot, to God be the glory, that might be one, position further down that CJ Henderson falls in the order. That might be that might be one play that he may not get in the game. And like I said, CJ, if you ever see this, um, I apologize. I'm just going by the play on your field. I'm sure you're a great person, and I don't mean no harm. Okay, but until you show me something different, everybody that they bring in needs to bump you down one level. So
Hey, call
I'm
a
happy with
spade,
this.
man. It is what it
Yeah,
is.
yeah, yeah.
But
But
yeah.
go ahead.
No, I would say I love this pick because I see him as an immediate upgrade over Miles
Mm-hmm.
Hartsfield.
Oh
And
yes.
Miles Hartsfield, who I thought should have been playing more safety than nickel, because that's
Mm-hmm.
more of a natural position for him. That's what he played at Ole Miss.
Yeah.
I see Eric Rowe coming in as a bigger, better cover corner playing that nickel position. So that that
Mm-hmm.
that is one position that Carolina needed to address. Not just the simple fact that he plays corner, but someone to play that nickel corner. Cause that way you don't have to move JC Horn inside as
Yeah.
often as you did last year. You have
Six one
someone
two
that
oh five.
right, you have someone with good size, good weight, that's twitched up, and that is
Mm-hmm.
very familiar with playing
Twitched
this
up.
position because when he was at New England, that's what he played. He played nickel
Mm-hmm.
in New England. So
Yeah.
it's not something that would be foreign to him. I think he kind
Mm-hmm.
of played out of position in Miami. So
Yeah.
getting him back to that nickel, that slot nickel position, I think will do
Mm-hmm.
wonders for him, and it will be an upgrade for us.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
love that signing.
Hey, me too. Now, for me, this kind of puts it in a little bit more perspective as far as them drafting a corner in the draft. Okay. Now,
I still think we need
yeah,
to.
yeah, that's what I'm getting at. That's
Okay.
what I'm getting at. You know, now, mind you, maybe they're not so, how we kind of been like, we gonna use that 39th pick, maybe for the best
Right.
cornerback out there. Maybe they're not so enamored with that. Um, like you said, well, like I said, he's coming in, he's gonna add depth, but he'll be playing. Okay.
Right.
I
Exactly.
I don't see any reason why he comes in and has to sit behind CJ Henderson or Keith Taylor. All right.
Right.
I
Right.
don't see this as that kind of signing. But now we can get if we can pull off a what's my man name from the Seahawks that was the late round pick at corner, Tariq Woolen. If we can find this year's Tariq Woolen in the draft, hey, that'll be even better. But
Yes, sir.
yeah, I'm glad that the Panthers did something with this cornerback room, with the secondary. Okay.
Yeah.
Now
Me too.
Von Bell was a good signing, but I'm glad they finally added to the cornerbacks as well. And I hope this isn't the end of it. I hope they keep adding to it. Okay. And then we'll see who battles it out and who's left standing, after training camp in the preseason. So
Yes, sir.
we'll go from there. All right. Well, next on the agenda, okay. So after 28 years, I think this will be our 28th season as an
Right.
NFL franchise. Panthers have jersey updates, okay, and all of you, when you saw this, were probably like me. I got up and I think I started doing a little two-step across the living room. I might start crip walking. I did the giddy. I did a little bit of everything,
Oh,
man.
you,
I was lit. I was like, finally,
oh,
some
you
new
you
damn
banging now?
jerseys,
You
man.
banging
Hey,
now?
whatever. Hey, whatever, son. Hey, I was
Oh my
getting it, dog.
God.
Let me tell you,
Oh
hey,
man.
brother was happy. But alas, all it is a color change. So
That's
the
all it
Panthers
is.
back in 2012, when Nike took over from Reebok making the jerseys, Nike didn't have a color that was quite the same color as the Panthers was it processed blue. So they
I still
got the
can't wrap
closest
my
thing
mind
to it.
around that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I told you before, Nike ain't perfect. I mean, I know it's Nike, but they ain't perfect. But
Man,
it's kind of crazy that it took what 11 years for somebody to go in and be like, hey, let's go mix up this right color for the Carolina Panthers. So
right.
I don't know.
Exactly.
I
Exactly.
don't know. But so they said that this new color is going to match what they have in the end zones at the stadium. Okay, so it's going to be a little darker shade of blue than the color that we have on now. Like as you see in my jersey here, this is a little lighter blue. So I think the process blue is going to be a little darker, like what you see in the slide here. Okay.
Right.
To say that I'm disappointed is an understatement. All right. Because at first they said that, the reports came out that the gray or the silver was going away. And I was all for that. Okay.
Yeah, me too.
Because in this next slide, this is what I was thinking, something like this. Okay. Now, I
That's
don't know how
hard.
the rest of y'all feel like out there, but to me, this right here is fire. I like this. The white
That's
helmet,
hard.
the white jersey. Okay, you take the gray out of the
Out
little
of the
shoulder
shoulder.
stripe right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you got the three on here that look like Panther claws and whatnot. And he's got on the
Yeah.
white pants and all and like the helmet. I'm gonna lie, I'm so tired of that damn gray helmet. The all black helmet that they had this past season was dope. And I'm just like, why did we only get that for one game? Like, please
Right.
incorporate that into more games during the season this year. But this is something that I was hoping for. Could you imagine this and just say like we had the black helmet version and even say if we had the um the blue jersey version of this with a blue helmet that kind of matched the scheme and they just switched the colors around. Oh man, let me tell you, I'll be on the NFL shop wasting all my money. I think I buy every jersey. I'm serious, man. This would be dope. This would be so dope. So
Yeah, that was
this
hard. I
was
can't
this,
lie.
yeah, and this is what I was thinking about in my mind. I'm like, okay, jersey changes. I'm like, we finally get to me, I really would like to see the NFL do something like they kind of like Oregon did in college football when they really, kicked off that whole jersey revolution, where they got, oh, I want to say, what is it like 30 or 40 different helmet, jersey, and pants combinations as far as colors. Now, mind you, I know the
Yeah.
NFL is not going to do all that, but it would be nice to see if we had two or three helmet color combinations. You know what I mean? And
I
not
think
just
yeah. I, I,
go
I
ahead.
I think I think as long as you stay within your team's color scheme, I think you should have
Hmm.
as many combinations as you would like. That's my opinion.
Yeah,
Because
me
as
too.
long as, like I said, stay within your color scheme. If you want
Hmm.
a white helmet, blue helmet, black helmet, and a silver
Yep.
helmet, that's four. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And you can switch them out with the different jerseys and pants and socks or whatever, or like this white one that you have here on the screen. Like I like
Yeah.
that as like another color rush. You remember before when we had the blue color rush? Those looked
Yeah.
okay, but I think this
Hmm.
all white will be even harder.
Yeah. Yeah. because with the color rush, it was like, okay, cool. Like you got this whole blue jersey and you got this silver helmet up here.
Right.
You
Exactly.
know, now what
Exactly.
would have threw that over the top for me, they had the whole blue outfit, blue jersey, blue pants, and a blue helmet. And that would have been
Right.
a serious color rush. But then you had teams like, who was it that played that night? Was it Kansas City and LA? And they said they looked like ketchup mustard bottles running across the field out there. One was in all red, and I think LA was I think they was St. Louis at the time, but they went all yellow. So
I don't know who that
yeah.
was.
Hmm? It
I
it
said,
was St. Louis.
oh,
I
okay. All
think
right.
it was St. Louis at the time, or and maybe when they were, because that was some years back. I think it was when they were still in St. Louis, and it was them, and I think it was the Chiefs that played one night during the Thursday night
Okay.
football and during that whole color rush thing. And they, like I said, they looked like ketchup mustard bottles running across the field.
I remember. Yeah. Yeah. The
Yeah,
Rams having the all yellow and Kansas
yep,
City
with
having the all
the
red.
helmet.
Yeah.
Hmm. But
Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, but again, now mind you, I know this is it's a small change. But when it first came out, I know everybody, was kind of like me. Well, not everybody, but it was a lot of people like me that were kind of hyped. And I'm like, okay, cool. We're gonna see a whole, redesign. So,
Right. Right.
not what I wanted, but hey, you know, it
It
is what it
is what
is.
it is.
Yep. But yeah. But Tony, you got anything else to say to the folks before we get up out of here?
Nah, man. Hey, once again, every time you see me, I'm always going to express my excitement for the NFL draft that's coming up in a
Mm-hmm.
few weeks, and I'm more excited about who we're going to select with the number one overall pick, whether it
All
be
right.
C.J. Stroud or Bryce Young. Can't go
Mm-hmm.
wrong either or, and I'm just ready for the season to get started, man. That's it.
I know that's right. Well, everybody out there, thank you for watching this video. This has been another episode of Two Fans in the Stands. If you're listening, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on that post notification bell so you know when our videos come out. We thank you for all the love and support. We're on our way to our goal of 1,000 subscribers, and we're steadily climbing. We appreciate all the love and support. Leave us a comment. We will respond and get back to you. And as always, Panther Nation, keep pounding.